So a few months ago, I'm gonna say, someone phoned me up and said they want to rehome a gecko, and I was like, sure, why not? I'll take the gecko in. But then it went all silent, and I was like, okay, maybe I won't get the gecko, maybe he's found a home for it, or he's just decided to keep it. I don't know. But the person that had Ramen turned around and said to me that he got given Ramen as a present from his friends, and that the person that had Ramen didn't even know that Ramen was a crested gecko. He thought it was some sort of other gecko. I think he thought it was a cave gecko, which was absolutely crazy. Hello, Gimli. And the reason why it took so long for him to get back to me was because his friend said he would take it back and look after it, which was a bit weird. I'm just trying to tame Udon here, guys, because if you guys didn't catch the last vlog, I explained that she actually bites herself when she's howled. So I'm working with her, getting her confident, and just letting her know that it's just time to chill out, and she wants to say hello. I just didn't want to get bit in the face. Sometimes she does bite, but she's looking for something to rest on. So I'm going to put her back, but... oh no, give a kiss, I got another snake kiss. And this is what you've got to do, guys. So I'm going to put her back and let's get back to Ramen. All of these things included together, the time it took for him to get back to me, how old Ramen was and how small Ramen was, and just his friend wanted him back after it being a gift. This was just all red flags to me, and at this point I was really worried. So I didn't know how or what Ramen was being kept in or the condition he was in at this point, remember? So when we actually arranged to go and pick Ramen up, it was a bit more of a, am I going to have to go to the vets? Is this gecko just going to die within a week? What is going to happen? So when we finally got there, we drove all the way there. And when we finally got there, the guy explained to me that, like I said, he got given it as a gift. He wasn't even into reptiles, which was highly confusing that he even got one. And like I said, Ramen's tank was really too big for him. Not just that, it was filled with water at the bottom. And that's just his enclosure. I'm not blaming this guy because this was brought as an irresponsible gift. And let's just focus on Ramen. When I seen Ramen, I honestly did not think that Ramen was going to live over a week. He was in such a bad condition. All of his bones were sticking up. I didn't want to announce it on the videos. I didn't film the trip because I didn't know if Ramen was going to live, and I really do get attached to these reptiles. So I didn't want to make the whole experience worldwide and have to deal with that on top of losing Ramen, something I didn't want to do. So it literally took us about half an hour to get back home, and straight away we was like, we need to downgrade Ramen straight away. So remember, guys, Ramen came in this. He is a hatchling-sized gecko, skin and bone, barely moving, no energy. The water was up to here, like full of water, like a fish tank. So we downgraded him straight from that into this. It's full of hoppers now. Excuse the cute little hoppers. They're just living in there and existing. Hello, little hoppers. Right, okay, so we put him in this. Me fully thinking that this is going to be too big, but I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt and still have him to have a lot of room and like still be able to explore while trying to put on weight. But within a couple of days, I decided that is way too big for him still, and I actually had to downgrade him to something like this. Honestly, the first few weeks were terrifying. He was not eating, he was not moving. We really didn't know which way it was going to go. We was monitoring Ramen so much, 24/7, making sure he was hand feeding him, doing everything we can, and luckily, after about 3 weeks of just pure hard work and determination, Ramen, not me because I was just assisting Ramen pulled through himself. Before I show you Ramen, because he's in here, this is the enclosure he's in now because I'm still making sure that he's eating. He's like fully out the woods. This guy's going to be stunted. I just want to make sure he's eating. This is not something you should put any crested gecko in at all. This is just for Ramen's instance. And I do not advise, guys, anyone trying to rescue any reptiles unless you have years of experience doing this. I'm just so glad he's here at the retreat now, happy and healthy and growing. Soon he will be a big boy and he will be able to upgrade himself into that bigger Exoterra. But right now, he's just going to chill out in his little one, still grow, still be healthy. And guys, this is what it's all about. Rescuing reptiles. Little crested geckos. You gonna jump on dad? No, what are you gonna do? No? Okay, alright. I've not trained him that yet. He hasn't been here long enough. And since Ramen has been such a good boy, I think he deserves a little dubia roach treat. I don't know if he's going to eat half the tweezers, to be honest, but I think it'll be fun to watch. So let's give him a little treat because he deserves it. I cannot believe how... I'm just so proud of that little dude. Like, come on, that is what it's all about. It takes all the strength. As much as my knowledge and my effort went into it, it all comes down to the animal's willingness to... Ow! Funny bone, and it's not funny. It all comes down to the animal's willingness to live and survive, and obviously Ramen wants life, so we give it him. The problem is with dubias, guys, is they're so small when they're little babies, it's hard to actually get them. But I don't know if Ramen's going to eat, and he's not really in the best position to, where's he gone? There he is. He's not really in the best position for us to feed him, but we'll still try it. If he comes up on the side, maybe we can get him up on the side of it. There we go. Right. Let's get a dubia. Oh, there they are. They're everywhere. There we go. Sorry, little dude. Ramen did good. I'm sorry. Ramen was a good crested gecko, little dubia roach. So you're his sacrifice. I don't like doing this, but it's life. And do you want the dubia roach? Yeah, it's food, dude. You can't just rip off its leg, you savage. What the hell? You've definitely got some energy. You are crazy. Here, have the roach. You obviously just savagely bit off its leg for no apparent reason. So please eat. Okay, alright, okay. You need to learn respect of life here at the retreat, little boy. We'll teach you that. Apparently Ramen doesn't want to eat. Okay, that's absolutely fine. That being said, his belly is absolutely full, so we don't have to worry about that. I just thought we'd try and get a dubia roach feeding on the camera to show you guys, but Ramen's like, no, I'm just going to rip off its leg and show how much of a savage I am, because I've been through savagery. Just goes to show what a rough upbringing can do. I know you guys have been seeing them shorts and commenting on the shorts lately, and I've just been loved talking to you guys. This video was all about Ramen, so please give Ramen some love. I am so grateful for every single one of you that clicks on this video and watches till the end. You guys are actually my family. You're like my you're like my little broskies. Right, anyway, so I'm this guy's looking at me like, what are you? I don't know. Goodbye.